Welcome back to These Things Are Written. On this Friday, as we wrap up this week, we are going to continue with Luke chapter 6. Remember, this chapter is mainly about Jesus teaching his Sermon on the Mount, or Sermon on the Plain as it's called in Luke. Same sermon, shorter in Luke than it is in Matthew, but a lot of good things in there. Let's get started again with verse 27. Jesus is speaking. But I say to you who hear, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you, pray for those who abuse you. To the one who strikes you on the cheek, offer the other also. And from the one who takes away your cloak, do not withhold your tunic either. Give to everyone who begs from you, and from one who takes away your goods, do not demand them back. As you wish that others would do to you, so do to them. This is really countercultural, what Jesus is saying. Not only now, but also then. In the Jewish law, it was really, and in the ancient world, it was pretty much an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. In other words, you do something, you're going to have to pay for it. That was kind of the national laws, the civil laws that were given by God to Moses, kind of the corporate ones, those that would prevent chaos from happening. But this is how you are to handle it personally. You are to love those who hate you. You are to bless those who curse you. You are to pray for those who abuse you. You are to give to the one that's beggar, that you don't expect back from the one who takes from you. That someone who takes your coat from you, give them also the shirt off your back. It changes the way to look at it. We are not to do an eye for an eye or a tooth for a tooth as individuals, but we are to show love to others, even those, especially to those who harm us. The golden rule in verse 32, and as you wish that others would do to you, so do to them. As you want to be treated, treat others that way also. Let's continue, verse 32. If you love those who love you, what benefit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, what benefit is that to you? For even sinners do the same. And if you lend to those from whom you expect to receive, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners to get back the same amount. But love your enemy, and do good, and lend. Expect nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High. For he is kind to the ungrateful and the evil. Be merciful, even as the Father is merciful. Why are we to be this way? Why are we to be countercultural? First of all, and the first three verses there, 32 through 34, talks about how we are to be different from the sinners. Even sinners love those who love them, but God's people love those who hate them. So first of all, to be set apart in the world from sinners, so people can see us as being different from the world. Second of all, is that our reward will be great. Now, our reward is heaven. We are confident in that. There is no doubt. But the reward of the satisfaction of doing those things that are right, the satisfaction that we will have in heaven, knowing that we have done all things. And finally, because God is merciful, he calls us to be merciful as well, to reflect him to the world around us. Let's wrap up with the final two verses, 37 and verse 38. Judge not, and you will not be judged. Condemn not, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken, running over, and put into your lap. For the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. This idea of judge not, do not condemn, you are to forgive. Really, it's how we are to treat others, right? How we are to treat others. Don't hold grudges. Forgive others. Don't compare yourself to others. And again, the reward is the blessings that God gives to us. Not that our life will be good, but the satisfaction. I love how he gives it. And she says it, give and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, and it will be put on your lap. All of that shows the blessings that we will receive. You see a lot of this passage of the Sermon on the Plain is about how we as disciples are called to live our lives. And these are important ones to remind us that we are to live not like the world, but as God has called us. Come back tomorrow, or I'm sorry, that's on Monday, and we will wrap up chapter 6 with more of the teachings of Jesus. We'll see you then. God bless.